Hey, investors, Ray Burkhalter here with REI Funding Partners. Glad to come back to you again with another one of our pro team interviews. Today, we've got Jeff Parmer here from Parmer Law in Birmingham. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you, Ray. It's a pleasure to be here. Appreciate you reaching out to us.
Man, as I was doing this and in the reach out that I did, I said, hey, you guys are like the tops for getting deals closed for investors. And we've had a long working relationship with you and your team for many years. So I look forward to diving into a couple of questions here and letting real estate investors around the state get to know you a little bit better. But before we jump fully into the work stuff, tell us a little bit about yourself, family, hobbies, whatever.
Yeah, sure thing. Well, I am Jeff Parmer, and I am an attorney here in Birmingham. I have been practicing in Birmingham for a little over 30 years and have been doing real estate work for over 20 of those years. The first few years, I worked in primarily an insurance defense practice, defending insurance companies and their policyholders when they got sued, and had an opportunity to transition into a real estate practice all those years ago and have enjoyed it immensely ever since. Have the opportunity to work with good folks like you and Gail, and lots of investors in Birmingham, lots of homeowners, buyers, sellers, real estate agents, mortgage companies. It's just been a great opportunity for me. I do live in Birmingham. I grew up in Russellville, Alabama, up near Florence, and have been in Birmingham for about, like I said, about 30 years. I am married. I have two kids that are in their 20s and are uh, one through college, one in college. So we have that going on. Great kids. That's really about it. I've got a great work family that we spend a lot of time around here together, obviously, and enjoy our working relationship here.
So, I would just let people know what a really helpful background that is for you, all of those years of experience, because we're closing in on 300 loans funded. I know you've had countless thousands of transactions over that 20 years that you said you just been in the real estate part, right? There are so many things that people in the real estate investing world can run into. And if they're just doing 2, 3 deals a year, they may not see it that often. But if they stay in the business long enough, you can run into some really crazy things with title,
Oh,
really
yeah.
legal issues. And so one benefit of you and your team having the length of time with this is, I know you guys have seen a lot along the way, and you've helped us and some customers for us get things straightened out that were pretty messy.
Yeah. Well, that happens sometimes. I find, as I'm sure a lot of the investors that y'all work with, some of the properties that are being purchased by investors are distressed. The properties themselves can be distressed, or it can be a problem with the title to the property being what I would call in distress, and in that the prior owner may be deceased, there may be an estate open, there may be a death, but no estate having been opened. Any number of issues that can come up relating to the title and that need to be cleared before clear title can be passed from the seller to the buyer. There are a lot of good title people in Birmingham and in the state of Alabama, and I think we're fortunate to have a lot of folks that are extremely competent and do really good work. I think if there's anything that sets us apart from anybody else, it's the fact that we do have a title department, but we are also a law firm, and we have lawyers, myself included, that can help, if need be, step in and try to resolve issues from a title perspective to get a property into a position to be able to close it. And that's one thing that I enjoy. And sometimes it's like figuring out pieces to a puzzle, but it kind of keeps it interesting from our standpoint.
Yes. And so when I started investing about 15 or 16 years ago, I didn't think title insurance was that important. I didn't get it on every purchase back then, but over the years, I've seen any number of things go wrong with title, from things not being recorded to things to do with probate, to with you guys lately, especially within Jefferson County, seeing sewer lien issues that, they pretty straightforward to solve, but it's just stuff that you guys being in the flow with that. And not only do you understand more straight line closings like that, but you understand how to do wholesales. If someone brings you an assignment contract, you know what you're looking at. That's just not the case with everyone that doesn't really specialize in working with investors as you and your team do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, we've done a fair amount of that, and enjoy working with property wholesalers, property investors, in addition to the what I call regular buyer sellers. Yeah, we've enjoyed that.
Yeah. Well, we want to encourage anyone watching this video, whether you're seeing it online or if you're watching the YouTube channel and you're seeing this, we don't put people in our protein lineup lightly. And again, as I said, we've had many years of experience of closing loans with Jeff and his team. And Jeff, you really kind of break the mold with what people think of as far as a lawyer. You are personable. We've been to have lunch with you. If we have questions and we email you, you're timely to respond. So I can say enough good things about you and your team. So I want to encourage people to reach out. If you've got a closing that's coming up, I know we work hard to do fast closings. We can count on your team on the title and closing side to do things quickly as well. That's another thing you guys understand about real estate investors is it's not always that 30 to 40 day runway. Sometimes it's just a few days, and your team consistently knocks it out of the park on that. So as we encourage people to reach out, what are some of the best ways that they could get in touch with your firm, Jeff?
So you can always feel free to call our office at 205-871-1440. We also have a website at www.parmerlaw, that's PARMERLAW.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. We do, I will say, a better job of keeping the Facebook and Instagram accounts up to date with several times a week postings with sometimes funny stuff, sometimes serious stuff, but we'll put something out there, like I said, once a week or a few times a week. I will say one kind of hot button issue right now is the new Wholesaling Act that passed the Alabama legislature back in the spring and actually goes into effect today. It does affect some disclosures that are going to be required for wholesale transactions, either assignments or closings where the wholesaler actually takes title and then reconveys title to the end buyer. We do have up on our website and our Facebook and Instagram some explanation of the law and some disclosures and some things like that. So I would encourage anybody with any questions about that to navigate over to our website or our social media accounts and get some information. But at any point, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by phone, by email. There are links to our email on our website. Just let us know if we can ever be of any help. And Ray, again, I appreciate very much the opportunity to talk to you today, and I wish y'all continued success in your business and your lending.
Great. Well, we plan to keep this partnership going. So we'll have links to everything that Jeff mentioned. A way to have that phone number and everything. And that's fantastic value add, by the way, about the new disclosures that are coming up for wholesalers. I knew that was out there, didn't know exactly when it kicked in, but the day that we're recording this is August 1st, 2023. So there's the day, Alabama investors, that's becoming effective for you. So that's fantastic that you have resources for that on your website. And then you can use any of these means to contact Jeff and his team. Also, when you reach out to us, we'll be glad to start your title work with their team as well. You can connect with us you can connect with them as you do your loan through us as well. So at any rate, well, it's been great to spend this time today with you, Jeff. Appreciate the value that you've added just in these
Thank you
short
again,
few
Ray.
minutes. And
Yeah,
just again,
appreciate you.
yeah, thanks so much. We just want to encourage people to reach out to you for their title needs and closing needs. So thanks again. We'll see you guys on the next pro team interview. Till then, take care and God bless.